Hey guys, Goomy changed up the bosses in Final Dark Visions, so I will show these two bosses once I get a working team. This is not the team I planned. The Goomy changed the race, changed the elements, so I'm adjusting on the fly. Yeah, so we're working this out. Apologies for this. Let's go ahead and wind resist the team with Bart's and imperil the boss. Cacteria will resist and dagger imperil, and Eurytia will status immunity and just whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, the boss was supposed to be a demon weak to earth, and they changed it to a beast weak to wind. I had a completely different team. And they mixed it all up. So we're going to shift Zidane. Oh, and Zidane's SCMR is still broken too, which is awesome. Not really. Let's go ahead and do Zidane's shifted LB to start stacking it. We're going to do the base form of Noctis' LB to start stacking it. We're going to shift Bart's, and we're going to do his... let's see. We're going to do Magnus, and then Amplify. Cacteria is going to do stop resist on this turn from Lakshmi. Eurytia this turn can just guard. Don't need anything from her yet. Alright, Shira is going to entrust Zidane, who will stack again. We will get ready to jump with Noctis, but not yet. Wait for all this to finish. Alright, Bart will shift the LB to imbue everyone with wind. Cacteria will big attack boost on Zidane. We will break defense on the boss, and I was going to imbue the team, but I guess this turn I don't need to. I guess with Spirit Break too, I don't know, whatever. Alright, Eurytia will Beast Killer both of the DPS. We're only using 2 DPS here, by the way. That's all we really need. And Noctis will jump. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's kill it. Let's entrust Zidane, whose LB is now stacked up. Zidane will shift the LB. Bart's will just dual wield Wind's Wake with Cacteria. And we just guard Eurytia. And we go for a kill. Alright, so Zidane should have mostly carried that. Let's find out. Yep, 10 billion. Alright. So Zidane did 7.5, and the rest was Noctis. Noctis did 3. I actually didn't imperil Holy either for Noctis, because Cacteria was going to do that with her imbue. But anyway, perk score. I'll show this team. This is not an optimal team. This was like thrown together in a half-second team. That I had a much better team planned for an Earth team. This is my original team, and the boss was weak to Earth. It was a demon. Actually, it was. Oh, I don't want to load. It was Behemi with the whole team. I was gonna do like 18 billion overkill, but I threw together this team real quickly. So here's what we did. The boss does wind and water damage. So we did 0 or better resist to wind and water because we've got buffing from the whole party. Noctis shift form. Here's his gear. I re-geared it by hand manually for Beast Killer. 275 Beast and how much jump? And 775 jump. I forgot to use his imperil. So he did way less damage than he should have. We should have overkilled by a ton. I didn't do his imperil. Because Cacteria was going to do the imperil. Yeah, I'm kind of flustered right now. I had a whole plan. It was flawless. It was going to be smooth. It was going to be easy. And then all of a sudden, last minute, Gumi changed it. So, by the way, the boss is now a beast weak to lightning and wind. This was not supposed to be the case, but it is. It was supposed to be weak to earth and whatever, and they swapped it up. I don't know why, because Behemoth was going to shine here. Why did they do that? Anyway, I swapped Noctis to that. Shira, Entrust every turn. Reflect Ring. Reflect Ring is not important because that strategy is irrelevant. We didn't do that strategy. Lightning Fast Zidane, base form, irrelevant. Shift form, we capped his LB with Beast Killer, 300, 300, 300. His STMR is still broken, so we powered him up 3 times, and then he did 7.7 billion by himself. We could have done like a bigger Beast Killer buff or something, but whatever. He did fine. And then 0 or better resist. Well, this whole team is not. I'm going to do a re-clear either today or tomorrow. A cleaner, better after I've had time to really properly plan a better team. Bart's base form, Rage Beast is not important because we didn't do that strategy. That was for the old strategy. Ignore that. Naked Bart's dual wielding. He chained AR and he amplified wind and he gave AR frames to Cacteria, who is EX1. She actually should have been the provoker. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. She did 87 defense break. She did a big attack buff on Zidane. She's on Lakshmi for a stop immunity buff for turn 3. That's pretty much it. And she dual wield chained AR on the kill turn. Uraisha, I just grabbed her just out of the blue. I'm like, okay, well, it's not. I was thinking like, okay, so Beast Killer was gonna be Behemoth. I mean Demon Killer, but that don't work. So who's gonna do a quick Beast Killer buff? I just grabbed Uraisha. I should have grabbed Zahn and stolen Bart's better Beast Killer buff, but like I said, I adjusted this team like that. I just real quick adjusted it, came in here, made her the passive provoker, evasion. She did Beast Killer and status immunity, and that was basically it. That's all she did. And that was the team. I did have a chart of actions per turn for the old version. I didn't make one for this version. I just made it up on the fly, so I'm not going to... I will re-clear this boss later, but for now we're moving to the next boss, and hopefully it didn't get adjusted. See you in a bit. Alright guys, we're moving on to Dark Mahadeva. At first glance, it seems to be unchanged. We're taking this team. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't know. Can you tell I'm annoyed? Okay, so I have a plan to kill on turn 4. I had this planned in advance. We're gonna see if it works, and if it does, I'll show the team after the fact. Let's do an LB fill cooldown and a regular fill cooldown with Realm. Terra is going to dual cast Thunder and Ice Resist. And I'll show the team and all after the fact. Luna Freya is going to do her Star of Grace to unlock Quadcast. Milo is going to do his 2 Magnuses and start charging up. Katkiria is turn 1 doing absolutely nothing. And then Roy Mustang on turn 1 does, let's see, his Magnus. And just some stuff to fill his LB gauge, so it doesn't really matter what we do. Just fill the LB gauge. We're not dealing damage. Okay. Oh, Realm. You are in pain. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. That's right. That's right. I planned that. I planned that. I planned this team 2 days ago, by the way. Okay, so this turn, let's see. Realm is going to Flood from an Esper. So is Katkiria. Flood, Flood. Roy Mustang is going to quad cast Blizzaga with the Erinys Ring. Let's see. Terra is doing her limit here for the field. Milo is stacking 3 times again. And then Luna Freya is quad casting Chaos Wave Awaken Light Element. Alright, wait for all this to finish. Alright. And this gives us our 100-point chain score. We're not chaining to 100 on the kill turn. There we go. Perfect. And I'll show the team and all that after the fact. We're still getting ready here. Alright, Terra is going to shift and do her power-ups. So is Lunafreya. Oh yeah, this and this. Alright. Milo is again charging all the way. Not really. We're actually not going to the max stack on Milo. Roy is going to shift. And we're going to do Magnus and the 2 cooldowns. Magnus. Reduce. And power. There we go. Alright, Realm is going to do Rod and Peril and Undead Killer. So Rod and Peril and Undead Killer. Wait for this to finish. Alright, and Cacteria is going to do the Water Imperil, Sword Break for Terra, and Spirit Break for everyone, and Spirit Break. Okay, and we'll see if we damage cap. Alright, here we go. Milo, LB, Luna, LB, Terra, LB, Roy, LB. Now, this is where I would love to have Zidane's STMR working, but it's not. And we're going to chain Flood with Cacteria and Realm. Alright, so let's go send this, send these, and then get the water field, and then Milo caps on the water field. And we dramatically overcapped. Dramatically overcapped. 15 million, we only needed 10. Or 15 billion, we only needed 10. Yeah. Lunafreya and Realm, GG. Alright, so I saw on Discord that Gumi went and swapped up the final boss as well. We're about to see for ourselves in just 1 second. Alright, Gumi. Phoenix is not supposed to be here this month. Oh. This was not the plan. This was not the plan. Okay. I am uploading this video and it is time to replan my final boss clear. I will see you guys when I adjust. Later. By the way, guys, I was about to upload this. Let me show you. Let me show you the team that we just used for Mahadeva. This actually was a pre-planned team. There was no changes. So this team worked flawlessly. So the boss does. I already forgot. The boss does lightning and ice damage. That's right. So we killed on turn 4, so we didn't need to worry about the Imperil. If the Imperil comes out on turn 3, we killed on turn 4, so the Imperil is not a problem. So we used Terra on Carbuncle with dual cast for resist 80% to fire and ice. I'm sorry, ice and lightning. The whole team has ice and lightning damage. We did a water team. Milo, we didn't use the base form. Shift form, double rod, LB damage, undead killer. He gears for undead killer extremely easily. Undead killer, 275 undead, maxed LB damage, and he charged up and did his cap. Lunafreya, base form. Oh yeah, by the way, he is using his own card for the auto amplify to water. That is important. He does not have his own water amplify. I don't think. I could be lying to you. In any case, he used his own card. Lunafreya, base form. We just used her to do the chain count score with quad cast, and then shift form. You know, double chronicle, chain cap increase, Esper damage, etc. She's got maxed Evo, 270 Esper, 225 LB, and the whole team, like I said, has 20 or better to Ice and Thunder. She has a lot, naturally. Terra, like I said, base form, she did the dual cast. We filled her LB with Realm, so we don't need to worry about autofill. Base form LB for the field. Shift form, 1 rod for the Imperil. Other than that, just leftover evocation gear. The boss is weak to fire as well. There's her stats. Luna Freya stole the good stuff, so she has leftovers. Overall, still pretty good. 270, 300, 180. Not bad. Realm, was she the provoker? No, I forgot the team already. Dual wielding with just some elemental weapons so we can build the chain quicker. She's on a Flood Esper for flood chaining. 12k or better HP, so she doesn't kill herself with the LB stuff. And she filled LB, did Undead Killer, she did Rod and Peril, and support chained on a Flood Esper. Cacteria, she was our passive provoke evader, so passive provoke full evasion, dual wield, gave her elemental weapon. This is optional. If you don't have like Lion's Saber, you don't need that. It's totally optional. It just builds the chain quicker, makes timing a little bit easier. Passive provoke, she did breaks and water and peril and breaks. I said that. You get the idea. And then Roy Mustang, we gave him a source of Chaos Wave Awakened. We gave him Irine's Ring and base form. He did the chain count score for the chain mission, and then he did power ups. And then shift form, he did amplify fire to the party, 130 fire and peril, and then he did his LB cap. He's got the leftover gear, unfortunately. LB damage 150 and 225 Reaper. Yeah, all the rest of the gear was stolen by the rest of the team. And there is my team. Now let me upload this, and then let me plan out Phoenix, apparently. See you in a bit.